sure everybody on Discord knows. I guess I did that. Morning. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Gotta have donuts. Morning, everybody. Guess it takes a minute for the chat to catch up because it says there's only 2 people in here, but there's a bunch of messages coming through. So, all right, let's get some snacks together for the puppers. No, for the cows. Yeah. Well, well. Yeah. Here we are. All right, and for the people that are new, I'm Kayla from H&H Tactical. Double tap the screen to give a like. Thank you. And guys, make sure that you go and watch my videos, comment, like, piss off some trolls. Like, you can spend all day doing that and still not catch up to that one video. I'm sorry, got over 1 million views on it. So, but yeah, anyway. At least now so before the chat wouldn't stay, all the chat would disappear. At least it's staying so I can read everything. So we're gonna go take care of the chickens first. So chickens first, then cows. I'm good. It's really any other day, and I don't want this to turn into like, oh my god, TikTok is gone. No, it's any other day. We just switched platforms, so we're just gonna do our usual shit. But make sure you follow me everywhere. That helps. All right, so we have cow snacks. I think I'm liking the live. Yeah. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, it'll be back, Carrie. But again, we're not making this, the whole conversation is not going to be about TikTok. Like, we're just going to do our usual thing. So, hey Anna. This is different. So no, I'm not chopping wood today. That's not something I have to do every day. So. And when I woke up, it was 32 degrees. It's now 24. It is dropping fast. We are about to have some really low temperatures. So I did see something interesting. So I put some hay in the chicken coop, and I really just put it in a pile against the wall, because like for insulation. But when I went out yesterday to close the chickens up, when I looked in there, the roosters had spread it out and like made nests and stuff with it. I'm like, oh, look at that. Decorating. So, yeah, this is water for the chickens. Let me walk it out real quick. And then I'll come back for you guys and the donuts for the cows. So hang tight. No. going in the wood stove. So puppies are warm. Yeah, they're ready. So let's go take care of some animals. Morning. Ooh, it's chilly in here. It snowed last night. Oh. Thank you, Samantha. All right, let's gear up. Fire started pretty soon. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. So you're getting some nice cold temperatures, Lynn. Yeah, where it's dropping as we speak. I haven't seen it drop that fast before. Within an hour of me waking up, it went from 32 to 24. I'm like, oh. So this is what we're doing today. So I didn't even need to get it started yet. The fire in the stove, but I'm like, you know what? Let me do it now before I'm pissed. So Carrie, -42. Yeah, the worst, let's see. The worst was at the end of January. My first year here, it was -55. So, I just like to get layered up, because you never know. Okay. Hat, gloves, and we're ready to go. Okay, guys. Hey, we get to drive the side by side, and I don't have to hide you guys. So, we have our first troll. Aww. Gotta love that. Let me just say that there's nothing that you could say that I haven't heard from people better than you. So. All right, let me set these down real quick. Well, I'll bring you guys in to the side by side. Well, I'm not in Arizona. I am in northern Maine. And I also have to be outside for a long period of time, so better to be safe. All right, hang tight. H&H. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, oh. Yeah, I mean, guys, so this is a different platform, which is fine. We knew there'd be trolls. We know there's trolls. And honestly, all they do is help push the live feed. The more views I get, the more I get to monetize. So, just, you know, but don't focus on it in the chat. Remember, and we've had this conversation many times before, when you give them attention, that takes away from the live. Then people are too focused on what they're saying in the chat, and now they're not paying attention to the actual content. So don't worry about it. But you know what? We do know why people troll. You know exactly why they troll. Because they tell you. All the research shows that when people are trolling, the topic that they choose, that's their insecurity. So if they're talking, if they're being misogynistic and saying like sexual innuendos and just being like that, it's because they're not getting that at home from their loved ones. They're not in relationships they want to be. And then when they start talking about like financials and the attention that the creator is getting, well, that's showing that their insecurity is they're not where they want to be in life. That's not where they want to be in their career, in their relationships, friendships, that sort of thing. So they're telling you a lot about themselves by saying stuff in the comments. And it's fine. Like, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I'm sorry you're feeling insecure. I'm sorry that you wish something about this live was for you, and it's not. The best thing you could do is go read a fucking book, go touch grass, go outside, you know, do anything other than trolling. Because obviously this is only going to make you feel good right now for about 5 seconds. And then you're going to realize that, oh, you're the same piece of shit that you always was. So, it's not helping. Anyway, it is gorgeous outside. We got a couple inches of snow last night. So, let's take a little ride. I might actually have to run the plow truck. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if I'll run the plow truck today. We'll figure it out anyway. But if you're new here, we're in northern Maine. I have just under 200 acres up here, and I'm gonna go take care of some animals. We gotta take a little ride. Yes, frosty. I love it. It started snowing at 7 p.m. last night. Ugh. All right, let's, you guys get to go for a ride with me. And you get to see. Yay. Okay. There we go. Safety first. Chickens first. I'll let you guys look this way. Chicken time. Let me turn off Wi-Fi too. There we go. All better. Yeah, you get to watch everything now. Fuck yeah. All right. Chicken time. All right. Get my glove back on. Oh yeah, that temperature's dropping. Hi, babies. Look at them. They're like, open the door or I'll throw a rock through your window, you dumb whore. A little bit of snow. Oh, don't be upset. Don't be upset. I'm here. Ooh, that ice. Good morning. Good morning. All right. All right, I brought you water. Here's some waders. I see you were redecorating. Looks like the rooster is like decorated with all the hay I left them. Hi, babies. Come on out. There you go. Some waders. Some waders. There we go. Hi, babes. They're like, I don't wanna. Let me get their food. Hello, handsome Mr. Sophie. Hi, Nugget. Alright, well, they're starting to make their way out. Cold days, they're a little iffy on it. Hi, ladies. Checking out all the food. Don't be doing your dancey dance. She doesn't want none of that. Just like a man. Stupid boys. They do that dancey dance. If you're new here, the roosters will go up to the girls, like, because they're like, hey, ladies, you know? Hi. And so they're like, do you want to? So they always wake up fucking half-cocked. So they'll keep doing that dancey dance until they just get tired of chasing the girls around, you know? Just like a man. I know, you guys want the snack bag. Trust me, I know. The snack bag. Them schnackums. So. Alright. Here you go, here you go. There we go. What do you have used for the roof to keep the snow out? Oh, there's a tarp over that metal grate that catches the snow, and I still like use the roof scraper to let snow off just because it gets heavy. I got to do that today because you can actually, there's not even a lot of snow on it, but you can see that bow a little bit. So, hey Barb. It's too early and cold to have to do your hair just to go feed the chickens. Who got their hair done? My hair's just down. Like, are you just insecure, Anna? Or Ann? What's wrong? You see somebody that you perceive as looking pretty good, so that you're like, you know, it's okay. It's too early. My hair's not done, honey. It's in a fucking stocking cap. Calm down. And if you're feeling a way about your looks right now, like, all right. We're in northern Maine. Let's see. I don't know, actually, so Carly, we get a lot of the shit on here, so. I'm still in bed. That's okay. Yeah, my hair's always down. This is just life. I don't ever do my hair, other than like ponytails, but you know. Hello, Mr. Henry. I'll have to show you guys what he did with all the hay I put in there. Let's see. I'm from Alabama. We never called them toboggans. I think we just called them beanies. Yeah. And like even up here in northern Maine, I've never heard someone call them a toboggan. I don't know. I saw recently there was a post where someone's like, "Where does that come from?" Because every time I've heard the term toboggan, I heard it in reference to a sled, you know, not to a hat, but I'm sure that's a regional thing. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, same, Sammy. Yeah. What's the average lifespan of chicken? You know what? These are Brahmas, and it said when I researched it, it said about 8 years. Be nice, Jesus fucking Christ. Um, but a lot of people in comments were like, "Oh, I have got one that's 12," and yeah, so it varies. You know, if predators don't make their way in here, hopefully they have nice long 10, 12, maybe 15 years. 15 is probably asking a lot, but you know, these guys aren't even a year old yet. They're just babies. They're just babies. They're just little babies. Do you think black skinned chickens do bad in winter weather? I have no idea. I only have experience with my Brahmas. That's all. I mean, there's so many people that they can name every variety of chicken and everything, but these are Brahmas. They got the boots with the fur. Um, so they're built for this type of climate. We got the boots with the fur. You got them apple bottom birds. It's funny when the roosters eat from your hand because like it feels like a ball sack. He's like, "Ma'am, can you eat their eggs?" Yeah, absolutely. When they eventually start laying them. So there you go. So next up after this, we're gonna go see our mini Highland cows. So, oh, that sucks, Carly. Where are you at? Have they hatched chicks before? No, they haven't even laid eggs yet. They became of age right as it turned to winter. So, and because we don't have a lot of daylight here, the sun was setting at like 3:30 in the afternoon. Um, we're probably not going to see eggs for another month or so. So, yeah, we have mini cows. Yeah, ask a question. Feel sure, like I might not see them all, but uh, let's see. Egg production per chicken versus time. It depends on the breed, because you have the Easter eggers, you have Brahmas. They don't lay as many eggs. I think for Brahmas, on average, they lay like 180 eggs. But then there are other chickens that'll lay like 220 or more. It just depends. Brahmas aren't the most prolific egg layers, but that's why I have 9 hens, and it's just me and my husband and my little farm stand, so I don't really need a lot. I am considering ducks though. Um, they have these golden 300s that they on average lay between 200 and 300 eggs a year, and duck eggs are fantastic. So I was thinking about that. We'll see. Let's see. I've always wanted to have chickens. I have an old chicken coop in my backyard, but it's too small for chickens. It just depends on how many chickens you have, you know? I mean, if you only have like 3 or 4 hens, I mean, you don't, you definitely need more than one because they like to be in groups, you know, a herd, flock, whatever. Here you go. All right. I've given you guys a lot of snacks. You're going to be fat birds. Let's take a look inside. Be good. I love you. Um, so yesterday, I brought them a bunch of hay because the roosters, we're about to get some really cold temperatures, and the roosters will do some decorating in there. I don't even have to do it for them. Like, I just put a big pile of hay right here at this door, and then the roosters will like do some interior design. Hi, babies. And look at that. So there was a huge pile. Like you couldn't even see right here. But look what the roosters did. They have it all up in here. Look at that. Oh, they did great. Fantastic. That's some good interior design, ladies. Be nice. Yeah, they did a good job. All right, I'll see you later. Good job. Look at that. Nice work. Yeah, looks cozy. I'll bring them some more. We're about to get some very cold temperatures over the next few days, so I want to make sure it's nice and insulated in there. All right, let's go see some mini cows. So if you're new here, we have two mini cows, Cinnamon and Pumpkin. Cinnamon is the boss bitch, and we have a system. So I'll go ahead and tell you now. So Cinnamon loves to steal Pumpkin's bucket, his snack bucket. So I have to separate him. But then she'll finish her bucket really fast and then go land-based him. So then I always keep an extra pocket full of treats for a little Pumpkin since she bullies the hell out of him. He's her half-brother and they're bonded, so they can't be separated. He's a steer, so he's pretty much just a freeloader, but he's so sweet. Let's go see them. And I've got their breakfast. Donuts. So. All right, I'll be answering some questions and stuff once I'm kind of staying still some more. Let's go for a ride. Don't you know? Safety first. Give me. Jesus. All right. Let's go. This ride. That's good. Should be. This ride. Ready. Okay. All right, babies. Babies! All right, breakfast time. The breakfast of champions. Oh, cinnamon spice. Little pumpkin man. Okay, all right. All right. Hi, babies. All right. Let's have some snacks. So, yes, these are good for cows in moderation, just like anything else. Donut? Oh, yeah. Would you like a donut? Yeah. That's my finger. Yeah, they are built for tough winters. Yes, that's why they got the boots with the fur. And some chocolate donuts. Chocolate. Oh, yeah. They're in their bulking stage. Yeah. Competition coming up. Beefcake. Beefcake! All right. So what's about to happen now is I'm going to get their buckets ready. And if you're new here, Cinnamon is on this side. This is little Pumpkin. So Cinnamon loves to steal his snacks. So I have to separate them. So this is Pumpkin. Pumpkin's a smaller one with the light fur. Miss Cinnamon Spice is our cinnamon covered one. She's like, just give me the bucket. Right? Oh. So, yeah, let me set you guys up so you can get the full view. I'm gonna get their buckets. Hang tight. Be nice to your brother. Are you ready? Sorry. She's ready. She was being a real bitch yesterday. I know. All right, bucket time. We have to run. It's the running of the pumpkin. Ma'am, get back. Go on. Get back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ma'am. Run, Pumpkin, run. Whew. Running in snow. All right, hang tight. Pumpkin's behind the little three-sided shelter. Wait for it. I got a pocket full of extras for him. All right. He was moving. No, he knows to run beside me. We do it every day. So just hang on. Well, Miss Cinnamon, she gets spicy. Take my hand. Take my strong hand. So I've gotten into the habit of calling for Pumpkin when she starts making her way for him. And she's gotten wise to it. So let's see what happens today. she's waiting for it. Red pumpkin! Pumpkin run! Come on! Red pumpkin! There you go. Now, she's probably going to run out from behind the barn. So, he's like, God damn it. That didn't take long. Never takes long. Poor little pumpkin. Ooh, there's one. Come here, baby. Pumpkin. Come here, pumpkin. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, pumpkin. He doesn't want to because she's standing right here. There you go. I love you. He's like, what was that? What was that? She's smart. Oh, that's not his mother. That's his sister. So. Oh, I'm Kayla. Yeah, you could call me Kayla Dreamin'. Real quick, while she's finishing the bucket, I have to be careful because sometimes she throws tantrums and she'll start kicking and stuff. But I'm gonna go clean out their little shelter real quick. I'll be right back. Poor little Punky man. My poor little Punky. Oh, Punky. Oh. Does that feel good? Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's the spot. Yeah. Well, I was going to clean out your shelter. All right, let me get some poops. Now, let me get the poops, okay? Gotta get the poops. Don't start getting pissy. water. Whew. Excuse you. See, like, what's in that bucket? Look Chris down, ma'am. It's water from a glacier in Alaska. Pardon. Pardon. Get some snow off of this. Hi, Miss Ma'am. Oh, sorry. You can stare at that greenhouse, but snacks aren't going to magically walk out of it, you know. She's like, I want snacks, and I know where they are. You guys could look over there, but I mean, you're not going to magically appear. What, your hay fluffed up? They really are. Like, if we look at the greenhouse hard enough, snacks will come out of it. Here you go. better? Well, don't waste it. Jesus. Happy cows. We don't mind trolls because you monetize from them. It's all good. Trust me, this isn't our first live feed. So, Hot Pocket. Melissa, like Chris is not going to be doing the cows in the evenings, so he had already stated that on his TikTok that he wasn't going to be doing that anymore. Happy cows. I'll probably bring out a bale for them later. Jack Smith is probably just not happy with his life. That's all. It's okay. Just be glad that you're not Jack Smith. Yeah, there's always one. But man, like, I've said it before, and I would never put myself out there like that because one, you're telling everybody what your insecurities are, and two, it's just kind of like announcing to everyone that you're fragile, emotional, and insecure. So, but so remember, guys, and I said it when I started this live feed, stop giving them attention. Don't respond to them. I mean, like, just think about like a toddler throwing a tantrum on the floor of a store. The more attention you give them, the louder the tantrum gets. And that's exactly what they want, right? So, stop. That's all. Let me put their buckets away. Hey, Missouri. Hey, Cad. How you doing? Let me put their buckets away. I'll be right back. And possibly get a handful of snacky. I'm gonna walk over to the greenhouse that I built. If you guys watched that video, I posted the whole process of me building my greenhouse. I'll show it to you in a second. Look at you. Look at you. They're like, it's a snack shack. Everybody loves the snack shack. It's not even a greenhouse anymore. It's just the snack shack. Ow, that was a pinky finger. That was not a mineral cube. And beep. And beep. There's my babies. Cuddle bugs. Miss Shinner. That's a finger. I have no idea. A Philly girl, I don't think you can. Like, oh, you know what? Frosted shredded wheat sounds like a good snack, Kimberly. I think they would love that. Yeah. Um. Oh, thank you, Wanderer. I haven't decided yet, Erica. I'll decide once we could do the supers and everything like that. Sugar, yeah. They love some sugar. Sugar. Uh, yeah, she's like, move. I want that spot. Yeah, she's a bully. If you're new here, Cinnamon, boop. She is older by 2 months. She is his half sister. They are bonded. They can't live without each other, but damn, she's a bitch. So she is spicy for sure. Let me show you guys. So if you guys look through my videos, I built this all by myself back in October. It took me 3 weeks because there was like a week of bad weather. Anyway, but I've never built anything before, and I was like, you know what? I want to build a shed and a greenhouse, and I've never built anything before, so fuck it. Full send or no send. Anyway, so I dug out, leveled all that out. Yeah, it's still standing. I didn't do too bad. So you guys can watch that video if you want to see the whole process from start to finish in about 17 minutes. So, hey, Viper Pit. Yeah. So, yeah, I built it. And the greenhouse does its job. I did put a thermometer inside. It was 22 out here probably a week ago, and it was 45 inside the greenhouse. So, yeah. I mean, come back. I almost lost you guys. I guess I did okay. And it's been snowing. We've been getting snow pretty steady. And it didn't fall over. And the roof didn't cave in. So, thanks, Philip. Yeah, so my husband, he was like, oh, you want my help? I was like, no. Because, my husband's built things before. I never had. And anytime we do a project together, it ends up when, like, I'll be like, oh, I want to help. I want to learn how to do some stuff. It ends up me just handing him tools. And while, like, I do learn by, like, watching, I just really wanted to do it, So he's like, you want my help? And I was like, no, I don't. I'm a strong, independent woman. And so I did it all by myself. And I think there was only 2 times that my husband came up and he's like, how's it going? And I was like, up on a ladder, putting the trusses in for the roof. And he's like, can I make a suggestion? I was like, no! So, and I did, so the chicken coop was a kit from Tractor Supply. So I wouldn't say that I built that. It was assembled. So, with instructions and everything pre-cut, and you just screw it all together. So it was assembled, not built. But I just, the reason why, and it's not that I don't think my husband's helpful. He's very handy. I just wanted to learn how to do it. Because again, when he takes over a project, it's just him being like, hey, go hand me this, go do this, go get this from the store. And I'm like, well, that's not really me helping. So that's just me being like, just a grunt, just a runner. So I did learn a lot. I learned a lot building this. So now, if you guys check out the video that I posted, there's like a little tiny shed. It's like 6 by 10 that's been on this property for like, who knows how long, decades. And I was like, you know what? I feel like, go make me a sandwich. Go put your skirt on, H&H Tactical. So there's a 6 by 10 shed. And I was like, you know what? I can't make a new building. I can't put in a foundation now. The ground's frozen. There's nothing I could do. But this shed, this already exists. So walls, roof, everything on. The inside's rough, you know, and it's not insulated. There's no interior walls. There's no finishing inside. And you could tell it was built a long time ago because it was 24 on center with the studs instead of 16. I could work with that. So if you guys check out that video over the next couple weeks, I already got my insulation on the way. I'm going to be picking up the interior walls, the paneling for that this week. So if you guys hang with me, I'll be doing that project of making a little she shed. And it's going to be so cute. Um, Thank you. Yeah, Amy. Yeah, it's got good bones. I mean, like, would I have done that? Like, it doesn't even have like a foot plate. So whoever built that, I could work with it. I could work with it. I could just block it out and it should be fine. You know. uh, thanks, Faye. She chops wood too, guys, and her assistant stacks it for her. Yeah, and like if you're new here, I obviously I've had this account for years, but I don't usually go live here. I was going live on TikTok, so here we are. I go live at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. And I got my following on TikTok because I had just moved here. I lived here in Maine by myself for a full year before my husband moved up. And I didn't move in until December. So I was behind the 8 ball. It was kind of rough. Usually you get all your wood stacked and everything in the fall and it's chopped and ready to go. I got here December 8th. There'd already been snow on the ground. I had 10 cords of wood in my front yard and a huge snowstorm coming. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn on a live feed. Whatever happens, happens. And I started chopping wood and there'd be like 25,000 people watching me chop wood in the mornings, which is wild. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, so that was a rough first winter, but that's why or how I started going live feed or live streaming. Just honestly as something to do. And then people were just interested in seeing what I do in my daily life and kind of like a daily vlog thing, but like live time. So I appreciate you guys being here. If you're new, welcome. If you're from TikTok, you know, solid to the refugees. And yeah, so we'll be doing lives here until things get sorted out. Yeah. All right, Laura. Yeah, Bo girl. What am I doing in the snow? So we just fed the cows. And I was just showing them the greenhouse that I built. And I mean, like, sometimes, well, we're about to go for a walk. So this live feed is going to continue. We're going to head to the house, get the dogs, and we're about to go for a hike. I own just under 200 acres here in northern Maine. And I go for a walk with my puppies every morning. That's part of the live feed that we do. Because I like to be out. I know some people don't like the snow. This helps me just being out here, just getting acclimated to it so that, you know, when the temperatures are extreme, I don't mind being out here. Honestly, when it gets to 40 degrees, I'm like, woo, it's, let me put some shorts on, you know? So, all right, so let's go get the dogs. And we're gonna take a little hike. We are in northern Maine. I'm up by Fort Kent on the border of Canada. I'm about 15 minutes south of the Canadian border. So we're pretty far up there. And like, yeah, next, the closest biggest city is like 3 hours away. That's Bangor. But let's go for a ride. Go on a ride. Go on a ride. Get. Oh wait, hang on. Let me make sure I clipped the carabiner. Yes, we don't want escapes. My schedule's a little off today. All right, be good. I love you. There. All right, be good. Love you. we did have them escape. I have that video over on TikTok. I'll have to upload it here. Because they did escape. I was not dressed properly for that. I froze my ass off. They got a mile away from the house. So, all right. It's walkie time. There we go. That works. Be pulling the plow out later. So, okay. Whew. Let's get some puppy. All right, so now on the walk, I'll be able to read a lot more comments and talk to you guys more. I know a lot of my regular followers have probably been answering most of your questions since when I'm taking care of the animals, I'm not as attentive to the chat just because I'm moving around a lot. But on the walk, I'll be able to answer more questions and stuff. All right, release the hands. Okay. Okay, you need your sweater. Oh my gosh, it's couch potato sweater time. All right, come back. I know. Just give me a second. It's triple fit. Hey, stop walking. There we go. There's my sicky sick boy. The sickest in the land. Okay. I'm switching to mittens. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around. Let's go for a walk. You guys ready? Are you ready? He's ready. Okay. Now, it's the same jacket. He's just thick. You know. He's got his winter bulk. Okay. You good? You good? We're good. Stop licking my feet. Yeah. So just get mitten on, leash. Let's ride. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's ride. Let's see. Let's not do the worst fucking trail. Let's go down that trail instead of up it. Oh, and when I get back, I gotta do the boiler. Yeah, I haven't done the boiler yet, so. Come on. Oh, we gotta have his pee spot. Down into the woods. All right. Hang on. This one has a really nice view. No burr. Come on. Take the stick with you if you want. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot it did snow. Yeah, it's a little deep. Come on. We are in northern Maine. We're up by the border of Canada, about 15 minutes south of the Canadian border by Fort Kent. We're on Eagle Lake. You're gonna see the lake in just a second. Down there. It's burr deep. It's burr deep. Yeah, I'll let this live video get posted later. So that'll be nice because people who missed the live can still watch it later. Come on, babies. Yeah, the lake's down there. Oh, are you okay? Oh my God, hang on. Are you okay? Yeah, see, that's why we don't stick fight. Should I check your eye? Or did it get your nose? Let me see. Look at me. Let me see. Yeah. Is it the eye? Let me see. Hang on. Hang on, guys. I gotta set the phone down. Yeah. See, that's why. That's why. That's why right there. Looks like he just popped in the eye. You okay, buddy? Can you open it? We've all had that one. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Stop playing with the sticks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Bear. You of all. Causing trouble. All right, come on. Ooh, it's like, it's up over my knee right here. You smell an animal. It's probably a bunny. Once we get over to where the snowmobile tracks are, it won't be so bad. But let's go this way. There we go. Nice, Carol. I love me some snow. I heard that. Oh yeah, it snowed a little bit last night. So I had to go around with the snowmobile and pack down all the trails again. slight incline right here. Heavy breathing. Yes, it's deeper than it looks too, because right here, where it's packed down on the trail, where the snowmobile goes, it's pretty compact. And you step off the trail and it's up to my knee. Oh, cool, Lillian. Hey, Margaret. Oh, looks like an animal came through right here. What was it? Oh, those are hooves. Look at that. That's a hoof. It's a deer. But it's like, I'll find it. No, you won't, actually. So. That deer is long gone. It heard you 10 minutes ago. Oh. Oh no, I still will be dreaming. I will be. Honestly, this just inspired me to put an equal amount of time in YouTube and TikTok. So. Oh. Whew. We're live, Laura. I know, I'm like, technically I'm already there dreaming, but the monetization analytics are 5 days behind. So I should be able to apply for it in 2 or 3 days. Because I'm a full-time content creator. So right now I'm making 0, which is not good for me. Actually, it seems like everybody was going to like favorited and Instagram, but fuck Meta. And then favorited has been crashing because of the influx of people. So well, Rhonda, I know a lot of people just want to keep it to our regular community, but that doesn't help me as a creator. I have to grow, you know? So I need the community to get bigger. Yes, I've heard of Kick. It was mostly guys with their dicks out. So no, thank you. Oh, by your name. Okay, I thought you were talking about the live. Yeah, you might have to go into your account settings. Might be the wrong Kick. I don't know. I only saw one. I mean, it was a mixture of things. There was people playing video games too, but then there was a guy literally standing on his bed with no pants on and just a tube sock over his dick. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to tell my people to come over there. Tanker and his ice cream land. Huh. unzipping the jacket. Being out here after a while, you start sweating. We are in northern Maine. No apologies needed. Northern Maine, up by the border of Canada, near Fort Kent. We are on Eagle Lake. So we just got some fresh snow last night, and we already took care of the chickens, took care of our miniature Highland cows. Now we're just walking the dogs. Hey, Big Al. Somebody's got a snowmobile on the lake. I hear them. Oh, it's awesome, Kenny. So we have just under 200 acres here and almost 7 miles of trails weaving around our property. So you could spend as much time as you like just walking in the woods and then never coming across another person. So I love it. It does, Rhonda. It does. Yeah, and I will let this live be posted later for anyone who missed it, if people want to watch again. Yeah, so this live will be available on my channel. Yeah, please, I appreciate it, all the likes and everything. It helps. We're in northern Maine, Gabriel. Oh, Scotty, I know. Isn't it funny? Tank loves watching YouTube. He loves watching virtual walks. That's what actually, that's kind of inspired me to start live streaming, because Tank, when I asked, do you want to watch your show? He'll like run to the TV. He's like, wait, where's the TV? And like sit there waiting for me to turn on. Let's see, he's done virtual walks in Paris and Venice, Mount Washington. He has hiked through Sweden. Tank is a world traveler from the comfort of my living room. Bullet! Bullet! Oh, there he is. You got way ahead. You went down the driveway. He's like, ha, I tricked you. Yes, Stephanie, I see it all. He is a world traveler. All right, now let's see what animals were on the driveway last night. Come on. Yeah, I saw Bullet's tracks. He ran, instead of taking in the trail with us. He like ran down the driveway. The little one can't be trusted until the walls of snow are over his head. The big boys have a recall. The little one, and while I did my best to train him, he is a Frenchie and doesn't listen for shit. So right now, he has lost his parole privileges until the Berlin Wall has returned. Yeah, Willow, that's usually why I'm breathing heavy on the way up. Yeah, my bear spray is in 454 Big Al. So, but just so you know, we don't have brown bear, grizzly bear, anything like that here. We just have black bear, and they stay the fuck away from people, especially dogs. So I have not seen a single bear track on my property since I lived here. So. Barrett should be good and tired after this. It's work walking through deeper snow. Whew. Yeah, feeling it. Barrett. Sorry. Burr is pulling. No, I'm not going up that way. That's steep. Hang on. I gotta adjust. Hang on. Put my hat in my pocket because I'm sweating. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're good. Whew. It's a workout. The only time I get trespassers, Dustin, is when the campgrounds open up and people make their way up here thinking, oh, I could put my camper up here or something. It's all posted, and there's like a gate with a big sign saying, stop, don't come any further. You will be trespassed, you're on surveillance. And they are on surveillance. So, and sometimes a handful of them will drive past it thinking it doesn't apply to them. And because they are on surveillance, I get a notification on my phone and I meet them before they even get halfway up. And I'm like, turn the fuck around. So I only had one guy give me an attitude. He was like, he came walking, he was hiking with his dog. And I was actually on my way down already. I was heading to the store. And he was just past the gate. So I hopped out of the truck. I was like, can I help you? He's like, oh, I'm just going for a walk. I'm like, you're on private property. He's like, yeah, I'm just going for a walk. I'm like, no, you're trespassing. You're on private property. You need to leave. Oh, I'm just gonna head up the hill and then I'll head back. So I was like, you're not listening to me. I said no, you're trespassing. And he's like, so what do you got up there? I was like, does it look like I want to fucking talk to you? And he's like, yeah, you do. I was like, okay, I'll just call the warden. And his face went pale, because here in Maine, they don't really play around with that. Because it was also during hunting season. So he's not wearing orange. He's not wearing anything that he's supposed to. You could get fined for that. So he didn't say another word. He turned around and was like speed walking back down the driveway. So people are wild. He's like, they see the signs and they're like, they'll let me through. No, I won't. Thanks, Dreamin'. But I'm special. Yeah, exactly. It's just wild that people will just be like, oh, but not me. I had somebody come up with their trailer and run over all of the bulbs that I planted and destroyed a bunch of my flowers. I wasn't happy about that. I had a guy trailer up his ATV. So he comes truck, trailer, side by side, pulls in to the house. He's like, I saw him on the surveillance. And I was like, okay. So I started making my way outside, and then he came all the way up to the driveway where the house is. So I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm meeting a buddy. We're going hunting. I'm like, not up here, you're not. He's like, no, my buddy told me to come up here. I was like, and I'm telling you, I own this property. No, you're not. He's like, no, but he told me to meet him up here. I'm like, please listen to the words coming out of my mouth. You're trespassing. Your buddy's wrong. You're on private property. You're obviously in the wrong place. Oh, that sucks, Corey. People are wild. Do you know what a wolf looks like? I don't think you know what a wolf looks like. My dad said that's a wolf. That is right there. Yeah. Yeah, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Wolf with a coat. Camouflage. Burr thinks he's a wolf. Yes, Dreamin'. Whew. So if you're new here, the driveway's a mile long. Guys, please like this live. Click that like button. Oh, goodness. So we don't have wolves here. Yeah, we don't have wolves. Whew. Come on. No, Dustin, I don't, and I'm probably gonna freeze to death. C'est la vie, you know. YOLO. Yeah, everybody, do me a favor and like this live. Tippity tap, skippity pap. Whew. Thank you, Jam. Whew. Barrett, if you don't stop stopping in front of me. Barrett! Just because he's not on the camera doesn't mean he's not here. Jesus is weak. Hi, chickens. Chicken time. I hear clucking. Come on, Burr. Well, once we get membership, Shelby, we can get back to badges and stuff. Barrett, you're not helping. That was not the other day, Charlie. That was 4 months ago. That video went viral on TikTok back in what, September, August or something? So. I would not trust Burr with the chickens. Not at all. Burr. No, Charlie, I died. I came back from the dead. I am reborn. Worship me. Yeah. Come on, Burr. All right, in you guys go. I gotta do the boiler. I am the Antichrist. All right. There we go. We're back. All right. Let me get his little sweater off real quick, and then we'll go take care of the boiler. Sweater weather. I'm sweating. Holy shit. Walking up those hills in the snow, that is something. Sweater weather. All right, go inside. Okay. In. Go on. I'm overheating, so now we can go do the boiler. Also, different gloves. Ooh. Okay. Boiler time. Oh, that feels good now. Hot Pockets. Because we figured that's probably their meal of choice. It's like Code Red, Mountain Dew, and Hot Pockets. You know that episode of South Park where they're all obsessed with World of Warcraft, and Cartman gets on the speaker with his mom, and he's like, "Mom, more Hot Pockets." So we just equated all the trolls to Hot Pockets. That's where that came from. All right, let me do this. Don't want to backdraft. There we go. That. Aw, thanks, Len. Let's see. Guys, what did I say about what did I say about like talking to the trolls and like stop. Don't give them the attention. That's the toddler throwing a tantrum in the grocery store. Don't do it. Actually, so sometimes, so to that point, you know, must have a lot of time on my hands. I mean, so I got up at 4:45. I did my workout first, and then I showered, did my makeup. Yeah, it only takes like 5 minutes. I've done it on live before, so they know. Yeah, I can get a lot done. Whereas like you get up at what, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., go to work, get home, and then sit on your ass for the rest of the day. It's all about time management and what are you willing to do? What do you want to do? Like I take my hygiene and my health and my body very seriously, and I put those at a priority every morning. That's the first thing I get done every day. I get my workout done, shower, makeup. Makes me feel good. I work harder, I do more when I know that like I am set and ready to go. So, but if that's not something that's important to you, that's fine. So don't shower, ew. Don't take care of your appearance, okay. Don't exercise, don't put any energy or work into taking care of yourself. That's you. If that describes you and what you want to do, that's fine. But I do that and I still get all my shit done. You know, I took care of the chickens, took care of the cows, took my dogs for a walk, take care of my boiler, run a business, full-time content creator. Yeah. Oh, and I craft. So I bake bread. I just finished a blanket. Well, I made all the squares for it. I can get a lot done in a day. Just because you can't fit all that into your day or you don't want to, or you don't have the energy to, I'm not going to fault you for it. If your idea of a good time is sitting on your ass and scrolling through social media, that is fine. I like to do things. I like to create things. I like to build things. I like to make things. That to me is relaxing. I'm just an active person. So how dare you get up and get ready like the rest of the world? Apparently not like that guy. Yeah, I've made rugs. Yeah. Wait, you have we run a business. So this channel is H&H Tactical. If you go into the links in my bio, we are a firearms type 2. We're a manufacturer of firearms. So I make them. We have our online store. You can get ammo and all that good stuff right online. So yeah, it's about what you want to do. Yeah. And that's why I get up early. If I didn't want to do my makeup and work out, I guess I wouldn't get up that early. But I get up, today it was 4:45, because those things are important to me. It makes me feel good. I feel like it's a great way to have that regimen every day to get started. And like at the very least, I know I took care of myself. At the very least, I took care of myself first thing this morning. And I always say this on my lives. You have to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. So. Part of taking care of myself is my morning workout. And honestly, it's not a full face of makeup. It's eyebrows and mascara and eyeshadow. No foundation. Nothing crazy. No rouge. Just me. Makes me feel like a schmexy woman. So, I get that a lot, Dreamin'. Funny, no, I don't have fang implants. What's funny is I got made fun of a lot as a kid for my teeth. And now as an adult, I Everyone's like, did you pay for those fangs? Did you buy those fangs? I like your fangs. It's just kind of funny. Taking care? What does that mean, Benjamin? Yeah, Sammy, it doesn't take long. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I just prioritize, like, me. There's nothing wrong with that. I was wearing Tommy Hilfiger boots that have my ice cleats attached to them. So this time of year, my cleats stay on because there's ice everywhere. Well, I don't go to the store with ice cleats on. I think that's kind of rude. Plus, you're definitely going to fall. But I see people walking around the store wearing their ice cleats. And I'm like, ooh. So, Jeff, that was 4 months ago. Back when there wasn't snow on the ground. That was 4 months ago. That went viral on TikTok. There was like 12 million views over there. And I just figured I'd post it over here. So... all good though. It was a little 1 centimeter cut that like, but my husband and I, my husband was a pro MMA fighter and I've trained with him. Any cuts on the face, like forehead, bridge of nose, eyebrow, scalp, those bleed like a motherfucker. Like, I mean, it just a little, it was like a little centimeter cut right there. And when it happened, just blood covered my vision. It like poured into the inside of my glasses. And that's why I stepped back and I was like, oh my God. Like I couldn't see anything but blood. So scalp injuries are so over dramatic. They're like, oh my God. Yeah, it's wild. Bridge of nose, eyebrow. Also, I took a car door to my eyebrow, and my face, neck, and torso was covered in blood. It was insane. Busted my forehead on the corner of a shelf last week. Yeah, I know. And they just keep bleeding. Yeah, Chris is my husband. He's the buff grandpa in the video. So my wife also just talked about it. Okay. Yeah, it's wild. Booey. Oh my gosh, he's a booey. Yeah. Yeah, so it's all good. That was a few months ago. No concussion. Although definitely on that video, read through the comments. Some of the horror stories from the guys who had the same thing happen to them, but worse. Like so many people got like flat laid out. Several people lost their fingers, and I'm just like, oh my God. So for me, I was still on my feet, and I just got the little 1 centimeter cut, like no concussion, nothing like that. There were people that lost 2 digits, like lost their fingers with that fucking thing. That is wild. Let's see. Boop. Let's see. She's just hating because men age like wine. Oh. No, I'm saying it because the comments on the video, they're like, should have let Grandpa do it. That's why I'm saying that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Doyle. Thanks. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so I have tutorials on, how to put together ARs and stuff like that on my page. One of my most popular videos is actually how to install a Micro-Roni, because if you've ever purchased a Micro-Roni, their instruction manual leaves a lot to be desired. And so does their YouTube video. They're just like, here you go. And it's actually a little more finicky than they make it out to be. I know that they're marketing because they're like, it's so easy. Yeah, but it's easy. But there's a few tricks to making it work. So anyway. So that's a video I posted that people seem to like. I don't know. When I post how-to videos on gun stuff, I like to make it straight to the point, very quick. A lot of times when I have searched how to do something, for gun content on YouTube. It'll be like a 45-minute video for something that should really only be about 5 minutes. Because they'll start talking and then they'll tell you a story about their grandpa and when they went grocery shopping and this thing happened to me 5 years ago. And then when they finally get to the part of the video where I need the how-to, they're like, and this is how you do it anyway, so back to my grandpa. I'm like, fuck! So it's a lot of me backing it up, pausing, you know. So I try to make my how-to videos on YouTube with the gun stuff. Like, these are all the angles of which, you know, get straight to the point, no story time. Because I don't know about you, when I'm frustrated and trying to put something together or take something apart, I just need the information. Just give me the information, damn it. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah got a custom AR built from us. I know she and her husband did. Meetings that could have been one sentence email as far as, oh God, Lynn, yes. When they demand a meeting for something that could have been an email. But I don't know, some people just, they're just like, no, we got to get everybody together. Those are extroverts. The extroverts, no offense, extroverts, but sometimes I just want to be like, no. This would be so much more efficient if you shut the fuck up and just put it in an email. So. Dewey! Is he being a buoy? He's being a buoy. He's a buoy. Oh, there's a lead. Stop it. Gosh. Anyway. Thanks, Jem. Yeah, we also deal with Taurus. I mean, anything. Chris is, yeah, he's at a show this weekend. Yeah, yeah, if I'm not getting to your comments, like, please just, especially when I'm doing stuff, I'm probably not looking at it, so hang tight. Once I get my coffee and I sit down, I can read through and answer questions, so no worries. All right. Paper towels. Hang tight. Let me blow my nose real quick. Ice, so much ice. It seems funny that I can talk about ARs and stuff. I know, right? A lot of people complaining that their comments being read. There are 400 people, I doubt. Yeah, so thank you, Doyle. Yeah, but also to the people, if I'm stepping away from my phone a lot, I can't, obviously I'm not gonna see the comment, especially if it rolls up. So just, you know, give me some grace. Once my, damn, that burned down fast. Once my coffee's ready and I sit down in front of the camera, I'll read all your comments and we'll chat. Some of them, the ones that are kind of like repeating, I just kind of, sometimes I'll answer them, or if I just answer it, obviously I'm not gonna answer it again. So, and if I don't say your name, I'm sorry, like if multiple people are asking the same thing, I might not pinpoint one specific person, because obviously several people asked it. But yeah, it's coffee time. Are there other places we can purchase H&H? No, that's still the same place to get H&H merch. Same place, Willow. I have to look at my links here on YouTube and make sure they're all here. So, but same place. That doesn't change. Just because TikTok shut down doesn't mean the rest of my links did. Just TikTok. Oh, well, we got some snow last night. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, we've got a couple bears. Bear, what are you doing? Bear, what are you doing? They're just a couple of babies. I'll show you guys the view from the living room window. So we got a little snow last night. Nothing crazy. We're supposed to get some more snow, although I think down south they're supposed to get more. Yeah, we have a little snow. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, so it's beautiful here. I love it. I love it. No neighbors. What's the trapeze for? Definitely not trapeze. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, we had an eagle sitting on this tree right outside the living room. It's I don't know if you heard me earlier. I live on Eagle Lake. Eagle Lake. That should tell you. We get a few eagles, so. Yeah, we've had Black Hills, Dream Shorts. Yeah, we've had that. I don't think we have some now. And yes, Chris is at a show. If you go to our shop, it's linked in my bio. You'll see everything that we have right now. And if there's anything that you need that you don't see on the website, if you email us, I could get you anything. I could get you anything. And then also we have government accounts. So things that other stores may not have access to, or for ridiculously high prices, we often get at a much lower rate because of our government accounts. So definitely, if you want really good prices and access to just about anything, even if it's not on our store, you can always email us and we can take care of you, probably at a much better price than any other retailer. So it's whatever. It's no big deal, Jade. Where I live in Pennsylvania, we see a lot of eagles. When I lived in Iowa, we had a lot of eagles there too. So on the Coast Guard base there in Keokuk, a bunch of eagles just hung out in the trees by the docks. That probably sounded way funnier in your head, Munchie. Yeah, they can get you anything because, aw, thank you, Deborah. We have Irish wolfhounds here in America too, Keith. It's amazing. I've seen quite a few Irish wolfhounds here, actually. In Ireland, firearms are way too restricted. We can barely have shot. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. That sucks. They're fun to plink with. You know what? I tell you, though, so we manufacture ARs, love them. They're like big boy Legos, you know? Not as nice as ours. Oh, okay. So Keith, do you have like one of those insecurity things, like where you have to like compare everything, like one upper? Anyway, so ARs are like big boy Legos, but I will have to say my favorite firearm is I have a Henry big boy color case in 45 Colt, and that thing is dead to nuts. Like open sights. I love that thing. It is fantastic. That is my favorite. That's my go-to. When I'm out in the woods, I know I'm going to be out there, especially during rut and everything. That's my go-to. I also have a Ruger Alaskan 454. That one's my sidearm. That one's like right here on my hip. That's a Canon. But I like that one too because it's 454, but you can also put 45 Colt in the chamber. So so I can go out in the woods. I can have my Henry Big Boy, my lever action. I can have my Alaskan, and I can just bring one ammo if I want to. I could just bring the 45 long Colt if I want. And it will cover both. So love that. They look good together, like in terms of accessorizing. So uh, um, but it is kind of nice, the MP5. We have those. We have an MP5. Full giggle. Actually, I mean, I could show you guys, but that's what's crazy about YouTube versus TikTok is I can actually take you guys upstairs and show you all of our fun toys. There's two Rottweilers here. There's that one. There's a Frenchie, and the other Rottweiler is theirs. Yeah, but we have quite a few full autos in our collection. I've got full auto AK. I've got a full auto G3. That one is terrifying. I can do it, but woo, that one puts a number on the shoulder, you know. You don't like Judge, it shoots 45 Colt. I didn't say that I don't like the Judge. I said that I carry my Ruger Alaskan in 454, also 45 Colt. I've sold quite a few Judges, actually. G3, yes, in 308, full giggle. I mean, I guess, yeah. Uh-oh. Wow, I just saw a message get retracted on its own. Does maybe YouTube like does its own filtering? What kind of gun would you suggest for a single woman? It just okay. So that's actually I'm glad we're getting into this. So Jade, what kind of gun would I suggest for a single woman? Well, let's just say woman. You don't have to be single. The first question I have to ask is, are you going to practice with it? That should be the first thing you consider. Which you should familiarize yourself and practice with any firearm that you plan on purchasing or do purchase. You should always practice. You should know proper gun safety, all that good stuff. But after the purchase, how much are you going to practice with it? And if you say, meh, I'm just going to leave it in my purse, I'm going to leave it in a drawer, well, then I would say go with a revolver because they're dummy proof. You pull the trigger, it goes bang. If it doesn't go bang, all you have to do is pull the trigger again, okay? Because with full autos, if you get a stovepipe, it jams, you know, you have to clear that. If you're not going to practice with it and know how to get yourself out of those situations, don't go with a semi-auto. Did I say full auto? Semi-auto. So, yeah, it does. It needs to fit like a shoe. You need to be very familiar with your weapon. If you're not going to practice with it, I would highly suggest going with a revolver. Okay, that could be a 38 special. I prefer, if you're gonna get a revolver, at least get a 357 because you can also shoot 38 special out of 357. Okay. So I like the fact that you can practice with a cheaper ammo, and then also have the option to have something with a little less of a punch to it. You could also upgrade to the 357, right? That's why I like my Ruger Alaskan. It's in 454. I can also utilize my 45 long Colt, which is also in my lever action. So if you're not going to practice with it, go with a revolver. You can even get revolvers in 22. And some people might tell you like, oh, like that's not going to stop anybody. It will. And honestly, placed right, yeah, you could stop somebody with a BB gun, you know, but I don't want to get into that argument. If you're going to get something for protection, at least get a 38. But I would suggest a 357 since you can also use 38 special and a 357. So now, if you are going to practice with it, if you are well versed in semi-autos, then that opens up a whole new world. And the thing is, with any firearm, I feel like it's really important to put it into your hand and see how it fits, because you want to be able to get your whole hand around the grip, right? And then here come all the innuendos for that. But a lot of times women will think, oh, I want the little teeny tiny, like the little nanos and things like that. Those are fucking terrible to shoot. They're not fun at all because they're so lightweight and they're so small. They have a terrible recoil. When you have a heavier gun that you can get your whole hand around, like that recoil, it doesn't stay in the gun, but like it doesn't go into your wrist immediately. Whereas a lot of the people who get the 9mm or the 380s that are teeny tiny, like little purse guns, every time you shoot those, like it's a hard reset because like it whips your wrist back so much. So you're not going to stay on target as easy unless you're really fighting it. But I don't suggest those. But you might put one in your hand and say, you know what, I like how this feels. And you know what, and that might work for you. I really think it's important for you to like go put a few different guns in your hand and see how you like it, see how it feels in your hand. So, so, and a lot of times, women who don't have any knowledge of firearms, they'll go to a store and they'll pick one up and they'll be like, oh my God, that's too heavy. Heavy is good. Heavy means you're going to stay on target. Heavy means that recoil stays mostly in the gun and doesn't go into your wrist and shoulder, right? Well, nobody asked what your opinion is, Popo, so. AK-74. I practice all the time, but I conceal carry for protection. What do you suggest for that? Okay, then whatever you're comfortable with. My concealed carry, which I mean, it's a full size. It's a CZ75 SB01. It's a full size. It's based on a high power, a Browning high power. But that's what I prefer because like I've competed with that and have done so very well. They go look at colors to pick out the sidearm too. Who are you talking to, Dustin? You like flip back and forth. A P365 XL. Those are okay. A little pricey for what they are. Let's see. I wouldn't do a 40, Mike. I mean, you could do a 40, but like, I feel like either go with a 9 or go with a 45. You know, I feel like 40, for a while they were phasing out 40 cal. But then when COVID hit and there was an ammo shortage, it was the only thing you could find. So then it became super fucking expensive. And 40 is still like kind of pricey considering it's fucking 40, you know? Yeah, we deliver all over the US. Yeah. So yeah, I have my 454, but I can also put 45 Colt in it. Yes. How do you feel about the Taurus PT-92? Isn't that one? Isn't that fuck? What's the word I'm looking for? Discontinued? Didn't they discontinue those? Smith & Wesson have the best auto handguns. I feel like everyone has, yeah, my husband's side piece is a 5.7 FN. No, Bowie, you were just out. Some people could be brand whores. Some people love their Smith & Wessons. Some people love their Rugers. And then you got the bougie guys that are like, I only carry FN. Or like Shadow. Let's see. I in terms of revolvers, I love my Ruger Alaskan. My favorite brand is CZ, which and they bought Colt, right? Yeah. So I love my favorite, my dream firearm, which I got, is my CZ75 SB01 in Urban Gray. I competed with that. Fantastic. It's heavy. It's a steel frame. So I always say it's like 19 plus 1 round. And if you run out of ammo, you can beat the shit out of them with it. So I like my SIG. Yep, I got a lot of people that they love SIG, love Colt, love Browning. You know, it's whatever feels good. The 111, yeah. I'm definitely a brand whore. I got my FNX 45. Yeah. And then you got people who love Canic. There's nothing wrong with Canic. Personally, I'm not big on how Canic feels in my hand. I really like the way CZ works for me. The CZ Shadows, I really wanted to get one of them, but and this is why it's important to always go handle firearms before you purchase one. Because I was gonna get the Shadow. We had two in our store. We had the blue and the orange. I was gonna get the Shadow, but my thumb, I can't reach the mag release. So like I have to put my other hand on. So in any of the drills where like you have to go one-handed, I have to like hold it and to be able to reach the mag release. And that's the only thing that stopped me from getting that Shadow, which pissed me off because what a beautiful model that is. And yeah, couldn't get it. And that's why it's really important. Put the firearm that you're looking at in your hands, feel it, drop the mag, take it apart, put it back together if the shop allows you to. Otherwise, just ask for their assistance. And always ask first. You know, rack it, all that stuff. Because you might find like, oh, okay, this does not work for my ergonomics. So, big hands here. Well, I got little circus hands, obviously. Let's see. But wow, you have his attention this morning. Yeah, yep, sure do, Rhonda. Beretta 9, nothing more comfortable, plenty reliable, awesome action, awesome. And see, it's amazing, Nick, when you find something that is just like, it feels like it's made for you. Thank you, Joe. Right? Because that's how I feel like my CZ is. That Beretta M9, yeah, like, and that's a big MP gun, or at least it used to be. I know a lot of departments have moved over to SIG and other things, but I know a lot of departments were carrying the Beretta M9 for a really long time. And it's really interesting too. I think it was in the late 80s, early 90s, that police departments were looking at getting rid of 9mm altogether. And they wanted a caliber that was naturally armor piercing. And that's why they developed the 5.7 round, because it was originally designed to replace 9mm for police departments. And they developed it, and 5.7 is naturally an armor piercing round, light armor. We're not talking about fucking Humvees or anything like that. But the only reason why it didn't take is how fucking expensive the rounds are. Because of course all the police departments are like, yeah, that sounds great. And then they bring out the price tag of like, okay, these are the weapons available to you, and this is how much the ammo is gonna be. And I remember before COVID happened, you know, a box of 9mm was $6-7 max. And a box of 5.7 was $20 or $30. When it like, and as much as military and police love their toys, they still have a budget that they have to work with. So they designed that whole round, that 5.7 round, just to be like, we don't. That's a little pricey. That's like going to the Bugatti dealership on a Toyota budget, you know. So they designed the 5.7 round. It almost got phased out, but then a few companies started picking up and designing more weapons for 5.7. Thank goodness, because it is a fantastic round. But my guns are so fucking big, I can't even hold them. No, I usually when you have to tell people that, Jake, it's because they're really small. So You're really small. I guess we should say it like that. 5'7", great, but low stopping power. Yes, because it's a very lightweight bullet. If you look at 5'7" versus 9 or 45, like it's just a wee tiny thing. Yes, Nick, 5'7" is a great round. They make great weapons in 5'7". It's very expensive to shoot. And I feel like a lot of people who have Kimbers, they're like Kimber whores, you know? Da, 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 da. Not true. Well, I mean, my information comes from a book about ammunition design. So, yes, they were looking into developing, or they developed 5.7 for an MP round. Yes. Russian invasion. So, yes, as an MP round. Yes. Why can't you just make your own bullets in any cal? You can reload if you want to. So you can reload your own bullets. I mean, honestly, because of COVID and everything, let's see. Oh, look at this. There's a timeout. Look at that. Oh, somebody's in timeout. Bear. Anyway, don't worry. Jake has been put in timeout. So real quick, and we always go over this in my lives. We get a ton of trolls. Back when I started live streaming, we would have like 25,000 people in the chat. Most of them trolls. And if you look at the research, there have been 3 major universities, Yale, one in New Zealand, and one in Sweden, I think. All did research on online trolling, which is called toxic disinhibition. Look it up. So toxic disinhibition is when a person is a very insecure, fragile, emotional person, and they feel like they can't show that in their day-to-day life and real life, their family, friends, coworkers, stuff like that. So what they do is they go online and the mask is completely off and they can act in a way that is more true to how they feel on the inside, which is kind of fucking scary when you think about it. If you look at some of the comments and what people say, you're like, oh wow, so that's the real you. But a lot of times that stems from some major insecurities that they have. They are telling you exactly what they are insecure about just in their comments. So if a person is talking about sexual innuendos and being a misogynist and stuff like that, that's where they're insecure. Their relationships, if they have one, isn't where they want to be. They feel sexually suppressed. They're not getting any whatever. Like they can't have the people that they want sexually in relationships and stuff like that. Now, if they talk about things like, oh, you're stupid, you're an idiot, obviously, so IQ is where they are the most insecure. They feel like they are not smart enough. So that's usually the insults they're going to throw at you. If they talk about how you look, okay, well, that's their insecurity. They are insecure about their looks, so they're going to put that on you. And the best thing I ever heard was oftentimes when a person hurls insults at you, they are telling you the thing that they heard that hurt them the most, meaning that insult got to them. Someone told them that and it hurt them very deeply. So in their head, they're like, I'm going to say this to that person because I know how bad that hurts when it's said to me. So a lot of the times when you see the trolling and stuff in the chat, like it's pretty easy to ignore when you break it down to that level. Because you realize, oh, you're just telling me all the problems that you have, all the problems, issues, insecurities you have with yourself, and then they just project that onto other people. So that's kind of how you look at trolling, and when people do that in here. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, it can be narcissism. Because I guess when you think about it, narcissism, it stems from deep-seated insecurities. And they have that overinflated sense of self to kind of mask those deep insecurities. And toxic online disinhibition is that coming out. They are showing you what they really think and who they really are. And when you think about all the people that troll, that's a lot of people that have some major problems with themselves. And it's kind of scary because like you could be sitting next to someone who is like that, who says things like that, who is showing their true self online, and you would never know it unless you found their online accounts. That's why usually when these people get outed and they get doxxed, they like shut everything down, delete their accounts because they're embarrassed. They know that that's not right. They know that they should not be like this. All the mask, like everybody saw the mask drop. They hate that. And that's fucking wild because like it doesn't take much for people to find out what you're doing online, especially now these days. So, um, so if you ever get insulted by someone, and these are my final thoughts, if you ever get insulted by someone, if someone is hurling insults at you, if someone's trolling you or talking a lot of shit about you, just remember that they're just projecting their problems onto you. Especially when the insult doesn't land right, and especially when they're all over the place. Like in this live, how many random ass insults and comments did we get? And they are all over the place. And it's not about me, because I'm obviously not doing anything to negatively affect their life. It's just what they're feeling today. It sucks. And they could get past it, but usually when they're engaged in the toxic online disinhibition, they're usually really close to rock bottom. They haven't hit bottom yet, so they're not in a place where they can hear this and actually like learn from it. It usually goes right over their head. And they haven't gotten to that point in their life where they're like, you know what, I do have a problem, I need to change. And maybe someday one of them will hear it and be like, you know what, today's the day. Which that would be fantastic. It's probably like 1% of the time. And if we are talking about narcissist, that's a tough one because clinical narcissist, I think they are, what's the word I'm looking for? Rehabilitated maybe 2% of the time, because the first thing you have to do is admit that you have a problem. And narcissists don't do that. They think everyone else is the problem. I'm not the problem. And that's how they mask their insecurities. And then they just keep doing what they do. Oh, Dustin, thank you. I love the portion of your life of calling it out with Kayla. Thank you. So it could be immaturity. So the thing about that, Amy, I'm glad that you brought that up. It could be extreme immaturity, and that stems from trauma. And I know people will be like, oh God, trauma, trigger warning. No. Sometimes people, like if they've had severe trauma or stress in their childhood, they can get emotionally stunted at that age. Have you ever met someone that they kind of remind you of like a 7th grader, like that like weird age of like of immaturity and like like something could have happened to them, and it doesn't mean something like life altering, but it did stunt them emotionally, that they're kind of stuck with the maturity of like a 7th grader. Or when you meet adults that like do baby talk, they got stunted, as a 6-year-old and that sort of thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that it does. So sometimes it's not the narcissism. It may not be the insecurity. It could be that they're just emotionally stunted. And sometimes, especially when you look in the comments and they'll say a joke that looks or sounds like it came from, a 4th grade boy, and they think it's fucking hilarious. And everyone's like, okay. And they don't know that. They don't understand that their maturity level, their humor, their emotions are like, way behind. Is there a way to work on that? I don't know. They would have to acknowledge that I'm a little behind in this department. I need to step it back up. I think that requires a lot of therapy and somebody who specializes in that. I don't know. That's why I have a hard time dealing with my mom. My ex mother-in-law, she did the baby talk thing with full grown adults. I do that with my pets. She talks to full grown adults, you, me, 70-year-old man, 45-year-old clerk. She's like, oh my goodness, oh my God, that's a precious, that's adorable. And I'm like, but I've heard her talk normal when she's like talking to herself or reading something out loud. But when she's talking to you, she very much sounds like a child. Yeah, no thanks. And I would never answer the phone when she called because it's baby talk to adults and I can't do it. And then, I did find out that she got pregnant at like 13, 14, and who knows what happened before that. So I imagine that trauma, like that probably stunted her emotional maturity to probably a 10, 11-year-old, which makes sense. So I don't fault her for it, but I definitely don't want to fucking listen to it either. So that was a tough one. And then I know at one point she did complain. She's like, why doesn't Kayla ever talk to me on the phone? And I'm just like, I can't. You talk to people like they're children. So, and she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, well, you're not ready to hear this. So, um, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off of this live. So this live will be available after. So anyone who missed it, so if you missed the first half, you want to see the chickens, you want to see the cows, you want to see the dog walk, it will be available once it's processed through YouTube. But you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. And I go live every day at 8 a.m. Make sure you go through my links. Make sure you follow me everywhere. I appreciate you guys hanging out, even the trolls, because it just helps. But I will be, let's see, live on here tomorrow, 8 a.m. if you want to join me. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Go watch some of my videos. There's one right now that's going viral. It's over 1 million views. I just posted it 2 days ago of me getting one to the dome with a post pounder. So go through the comments on that. One, there's some really good stories from other people who did similar things. And two, there's a ton of trolls that I really just enjoy giving that energy back. When they go low, I go lower. So feel free to go low. Yeah. Thanks, Jem. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody.